Tomorrow.
I'm told you're marching to Yoko. Are you joining the march, the protest?
Obviously, you know I will
From
go.
here?
You know I will go there.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I will go.
Okay.
And then
It's free days now.
For those who are following legal conversations or who are probably learning law or who have learned the law.
Okay.
Moro, we would appreciate the fact that there is a whole topic. I think it's at the LLB level or something that speaks about arrest. And when you look at the article you quoted, the 14.2 and all that, it encompasses what goes into arrest.
Now you forget my curiosity. Are you in law school?
Let's go on, Moro.
Okay, I hear you. All right.
It's about arrest. And our constitution, which is what I'm holding today, speaks clearly on it. Now, facts of the matter, as stated in the paper you wrote. This gentleman traveled. On his way back to his humble abode, you picked him up. No access granted his lawyers. His family members don't even know his whereabouts. His party members are everywhere. Since last night, or not only this morning, leadership has been loitering to see where and just to know his whereabouts. Now, my critical concern is that tomorrow, will we have Miracles back as safe and healthy as they picked him? Because when he was traveling back, according to his family, he was fine. They spoke just for him to be picked up. Now, violation of the Constitution is a big offense. And as to whoever, if we are being gagged, not to say our suspicion, it's also fair. Because when you are in power, or when people are in power, they do whatever they want, sometimes, not all the times. So when we are being gagged, not to even say what we think, all we do is to remind our colleague communicators that we do have conscience, we have good brains to think through, and we do also save history and memory. I don't want to take you back, but it is clear. When you are arresting a citizen or restricting, or you've obtained the person, that's what the Constitution is saying. The person shall be informed immediately in a language he or she understands of the reasons why the person has been picked. Also, the person should be granted access to his lawyers. I want to speak to my lawyers. This is my offense, or this is what I have been charged for. No charges yet. Nobody even knows anything. And I thought we were going to have very good explanation from Iyoko, or maybe anybody who has an idea why he's been picked, and still we don't have. I think it's fair to allow us to say that we think this is pure intimidation. Why will I say this, Moro? I don't know whether it's coincident, but everyone is asking. Even if you go on the social media trends, you would see it. People are asking questions. Just yesterday morning, Miracles played out that he wants to be the National Communications Director of the New Patriotic Party. He brought out what he's done in the past. He said to the nation clearly how he intends to work as the National Communications Director of the NPP. It is evident that Miracles is one of the outstanding and undoubtedly efficient communicator of our party. He digs out the rot, he does the research, he calls them out, he says everything he needs to say without fear or panic. Now that he's saying his intention to be a National Communications Director, I feel, Moro, and I'm choosing my words clearly, I strongly feel Miracles has been picked up, one, to tame him.
How?
That's how it is. I have this feeling, and that's why I've issued that disclaimer that I have this feeling. I'm human. And I have been following, yes, and I have been following political mafiaism, people's approach. Look, it is sad that some of us are political communicators or social media commentators and would sometimes be interested or willing to come to justify what other people are doing. Let me tell you, other people sit in their rooms, boardrooms and all that, draw their plans, do their strategies and execute. The communicator on TikTok, the social media communicator, the in-studio communicator, in some cases, directed to speak this way. So I really don't blame those who are compelled to defend or to speak on this issue or to say all manner of things they are saying at the point or this morning. But what I am telling you is that I feel moral, and I'm repeating it. I feel it's an attempt to gag the young man. It's an attempt to tame him. Because if he didn't even have the mantle to be the national communications director of the party, yet still performed the way he did, you can imagine this young man having that authority. He would want to justify his authority. He would want to tell the delegates of NPP that, yes, you have reposed this on me and I am giving you results. But what I know of Miracles is that he can be intimidated. They can be attempt to tame him. They can be attempt to bully him. But knowing Miracles, he would come back on his foot. He will be stronger. He will say what he's got to say. And already, you know, Moro, we've been talking all the time. I always try not as much as possible to get myself into speculations. But I won't hesitate from telling you my strong feelings. I actually was following the conversation of the Akukon Kitten. Is it Nkukon Kitten or Akuko?
Nkuko. That's plural.
Good. Nkukon Kitten. We heard the minister talking about how indisciplined some of the beneficiaries have become. We heard his frustration. It's sad that people are getting frustrated in governance, but it's fair. They are human beings. They are not able to handle the governance properly. They can't really do much, so they must be frustrated. He mentioned his frustration. He said to the committee that some of the members have even done videos telling him they are consuming. In fact, he said it very raw. They are eating the poultry. That's what he said. Now, people are compelled again to ask these teething questions, Moro. Could it be, one, because he wants to be National Communications Director, you want to tame him? That's one. Two, could it as well be that this morning, I know some of the newspaper headlines carries the Nkukon Kitten. Social media handles has it. Could it be a deliberate attempt to shield the conversation? Could it be a way of veering off our minds from asking them how much has been invested so far, how they have implemented? Yes, some of them are quick to come and say, shut up, don't talk. We did same, but they rebutted with questions. When we were in our first term, in this same studio, Moro, on this same desk, communicators of the NDC would tell you that that is why the populists brought you back. Don't refer to our past. In the past, whenever we sat here to talk and remind them that, what did you do with Sada? What did you do with Bas Brandon? What did you do with this? They remind us that that is where you were voted in power to correct our mess. They told us. We never compelled them to say. And they never did that under duress. They said it willingly. So today, should we start getting scared? Will we be right after all? Will nature vindicate us? Are they willing to come out to tell us the big push program? So far, this is what we have done, even if it is in a month, just a progress report. Because we really are not in government. We can't presume what they are doing. They have to provide us with the facts for us to consume, support, comment, or criticize. This morning, Miracles is there. Our demand is clear. One, they should release him. Two, they should charge him if he is guilty of anything, or they should take their time and go through the legal process and not do what is unlawful.
Let me ask you this. I will grant you your right to have your own theory to explain what is happening to Miracles Aboagye, which is based on a certain hunch or a feeling that you have. You're entitled to it. I mean, why not? But if the government later comes out to tell you why Miracles has been arrested and gives us reasons, because the Yoko works under the Attorney General's Department. And we saw one of those write-ups by Dr. Justice Sai, or Dr. Yeni holds a press conference and tells us why he's been arrested. Will that in any way change this position that you have taken?
Of course, yes. That's why I told you. That's why I told you it's a feeling. It's a, and two, I ended up by saying legally.
Right.
When all the stages or the process is exhausted legally, nobody, look, if he's guilty, he's guilty. Let me take you to Cecilia Dapa's case. We actually even went with the public opinion. Initially, you remember, saying that, oh, if she's wrong, wrong is wrong. Was that not what we said?
Right.
Then fast forward, we have people getting their assets, belongings being returned. We even had some, like Hanan, being cleared of not guilty of some accusations. So fair enough. They are in the process. The most important point we are making now is denying his lawyers access to him is unlawful. And Article 14.2 speaks about it. For me, if Miracles is guilty, it's the court that determines that.
Okay.
And he will be taken through the process.
Right.
I would not be in position to prejudice, even if he was in court. I would have waited calmly for the judgment.
Okay. But you don't also think that, so you see, for now, the matter which has to do with what happened to Miracles when he was arrested, i.e., was it granted access to his family? Was it granted access to his lawyer when he was arrested? Why? All this information we don't have from the government. And when I say government, I mean Yoko.
Yeah.
It's a state agency. So for now, we are compelled under the circumstances.
To think, and they are pushing us to even think, to speculate.
To take what persons like you and persons who are close to Miracles are telling us had happened to him. So for us, it's a one-sided story.
Yeah, we need
We're
to
yet
hear from
Yoko.
them. Yeah.
You know, I have said it time and again since I took over the show from Dr. Randy. And I've said it time and again that, look, yes, I get it when we say that from time past, these state agencies do not communicate or interact with the public. But I think that it is high time that we take a second look at it. You know, institutions like the BNI, still like Yoko and so on. I think they must have a communications outfit. But then, of course, they would have to use their own discretion to decide what issues they speak to the public about and what issues they would want to shush or keep quiet about. Because you see, anytime these things happen and there's a vacuum, okay, there's a void, there's a communication void, you cannot blame, you know, social and political commentators
to think the way
from
they do,
propounding their own theories and
because
having
they
their
don't
own
know.
suspicions.
They can only think.
Because nobody is telling us anything. Look, Bonda has been here. He's a staunch member of the NDC. He's a very respectable person within the NDC. I'm sure nobody has told him anything. He's also trying to fish for some information as to why the guy has been arrested. So now you have a situation where Rabi says, as for me, I have this deep-seated, strong feeling that the guy has been arrested because the government wants to tame him. And then you have Wanda saying that, look, let's stop this government thing. If a state agency is doing their job, let's allow them to do their job. But can you blame her? You can't blame her, because if there's a serious information gap. I would have thought that at least by 8 or by 9 a.m. today, there should have been a communications or something from Yoko that says, we have arrested him because we suspect so he's alleged to have done A, B, C, D. Then we can carry the conversation forward.
There is something,
but we're all in the dark.
There is something good about doing right things.
Okay.
Constitutionally, we are told how to arrest. I mean,
yes, I know. I agree with you.
So if that was done right, we wouldn't have been here.
I know.
I would have been speaking to the fact that, truth of the matter, this is the fact of the case.
Except that this is what Rabi is telling me.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? If I've been trying to reach. You know, when I came this morning, I've been trying to reach Raymond Nacha.
Okay.
Because Raymond and I are very good friends. We go way back. I've been trying to reach Raymond Nacha to ask him, Charlie, you get some filler for me about why you arrested him. He's not answered yet. Maybe he's busy. I can grant him that. But I'm saying that in the absence of any formal communication as to why
Dennis has been arrested, at least he should be his lawyers should be given access to him.
Remains. But let me just read this.
At least his lawyers should have access. At least his lawyers should have access.
You're my man, so you know.
Oh, I'm not your woman.
Oh,
he's your man.
No, I said it earlier.
Hey, Moro.
I said it earlier.
Don't be this biased.
Oh.
Hey, Moro, you are my man, please. If he's your man, just stick to the process and stop being my man. You are my man.
Be careful. Don't pass so busy case attack.
You could say you are my sister. You could say you are my sister too. When you say you are my man, it's like you are just being biased.
No, she's frustrated.
I'm mourning, Moro. You are stretching me this morning.
Moro, don't get her
I'm
frustrated.
mourning and you are not an NDC appointee. How can I be frustrated?
Moro, don't
It's the NDC appointees that are frustrated. They are saying they are frustrated. Me, I'm not in power.
Moro, don't frustrate.
The only thing I'm thinking about is mourning the Yana and nothing else.
Yes.
Moro.
So let me